Welcome back, everybody. We're going to get into a bit of actual bike racing here. And we also have found in the cupboard a friend. I'm going to hit unmute here on Chris Marshall Bell's mic. Chris, you're in a cafe, what, in Valencia somewhere?
I am in a cafe in Calpe, I think I am. I don't actually know where I am, to be honest. It is stage 2 of the Volta Valenciana. It's a time trial, and it's 60k an hour gusts, so I'm inside not watching the bike race because I don't need to stand outside.
We thought we'd just play you into. Oh, someone's
having a head
coffee. There's going to be a bit of noise in the background from here on out. For that, we apologize. But we wanted to pull Chris. We were going to pull you in anyway, Chris, for a little After Dark segment. We have something spicy to talk about in After Dark, but we thought we'd just pull you in a little bit early. So let's get to Mads Pedersen. So Mads Pedersen crashed. His something in his wrist and a collar. Am I correct? And Trek released sort of minimal amount of information yesterday afternoon on this. We don't have a sort of theoretical return as of yet.
I have info on that.
Oh, really? Let's hear it.
So I've been around little trucks today.
Yeah.
I'm probably not allowed to say this, am I? But oh well, sod it.
We don't know whether you are or not.
Mads Pedersen is talking about being back on his bike next Friday. So he is having surgery today, I believe. Today being Thursday, or might be Friday. Can't quite recall. And he's talking about being on his bike next Friday, which I assume means the indoor bike because can't really risk being outside with a broken wrist and a collarbone. But there's 9 weeks to Roubaix, and he's already said to the team he will be there.
Yeah.
So he's
that was going to be my guess.
He's confident.
Yeah, that was going to be my guess even prior to you saying that, Chris, is that we've seen these sort of injuries before, and obviously there's sort of a couple different ways you can break a wrist. There's actually a lot of different ways you could break a wrist, and the precise nature of it will have an impact on how quickly you can get back on a bike and like whether you can actually hold on to handlebars. But you can ride inside almost immediately. And we've seen, I mean, the immediate thing to pop up, like in our Discord, for example, was could he pull a Matthew Heyman? Right, who basically sat on a trainer for 6 weeks and then went and won Roubaix. Now, granted, I don't think they're going to let Mads Pedersen into the early breakaway. That would be my guess. But you never know. You never know. The point being, though, is that these days with Zwift, with everything else, I think he can probably come into. I would imagine he's back well before Roubaix, for instance. Like
just to put you up on that, Lidl have a partnership with Ruby, not Zwift. I think he'll be on Ruby, won't he?
Come on. Okay, he'll be on Ruby.
Wink, wink.
Sure.
Wow.
I don't know. I never tried Ruby. Probably great. Regardless, there's a way for him to ride inside, right? There's an easy way for him to ride inside. And we've seen riders come back from similar injuries like this pretty effectively. I mean, even think back to like Pogacar ahead of Tour de France a couple years ago, right? Like he was able to come back decently well. Will he be at his absolute best? I don't know. I think that's a tricky one to. We're just guessing at that point.
My question is, and then I will bring it back onto cycling and the serious topic. But my question is, who's going to make the better sporting comeback from an injury? Mads Pedersen or Lindsey Vonn, who's torn her ACL, who now believes that she's going to get a gold medal in the Winter Olympics?
Have you ever tried to ski with a torn ACL, Chris?
No, and I never want to ski with a torn ACL. Thank you very much.
I can't even really imagine that. Imagine that. Anyway, so Mads Pedersen on his way back quickly.
Yeah.
Great to hear. Great to hear he'll be back on a bike relatively soon. But it is an unfortunate blow, I think, for all of us who are fans of the Spring Classics because he's one of the big names and one of the names that could actually potentially take on, the likes of Van der Poel, Pogacar.
And don't forget that Wout van Aert broke his ankle in January.
Yes.
We've already down 2 of the main candidates.
Meanwhile, Mathieu van der Poel just out here skiing, completely intact, which is just the other guys must look and be like, look, I'm just here trying to ride my bike, and this guy's out skiing after winning Cyclocross Worlds.
Should we? It is unfair. Let's move over to Benny Girmay got his first.
Well, it's like the same race, yeah. So that was after Pedersen crashed. Benny Girmay then takes his first win at the first time asking for Team NSN, who, funny to hear that name again. I'd kind of forgotten about them for a couple months. But that signing already paying dividends. I mean, Chris, you say it's windy. The TT, they're all out on road bikes at the minute, I think, and there's no GC today, so that will impact some of the guys, I guess, for going for, Almeida. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually think it might actually affect Remco winning the race.
Oh, yes.
Because, I mean, I know there's a summit finish, I think, on stage 3, but you wouldn't put it past Almeida winning that. And then the final stage,
Yes, of course.
the final stage could end in a sprint, although it really could be absolute chaos. I mean, Remco probably will win the race, but him not having the TT today does make it less likely.
I don't
would
think
say.
it's not an uphill finish, but there is it's Puerto de Tibi 7.5K at 5%, but that's like 30K from the line. So I think that really if this race was going to be won by whoever won the time trial, and now you have that. So I think you're on something.
How are the vibes there? Is this your first taste with bike race this season? Is everything as it should be? Everything very much the same as last year?
Everything very much the same as last year. New livery on buses and cars.
Best looking bus.
Yeah. I was going to say,
Benz.
let's look at. Oh, is it? Yeah, that's good.
It's smart. Like
Yeah.
they've got a nice kit.
I like the
today.
kit.
Yeah, it's really
The
smart.
kit, I like the colors.
So you say that's best new kit.
Best
like
new
person.
kits.
And what's
I
the worst
don't
one?
like UAE's extra red and this kind of square at the bottom of the jersey, and then they've added this square to the bus as well. I don't really like that. Just very, very low key, but local bike race today. Policemen trying to at the end of the bus paddock and just not even trying to stop people walking through.
Classic.
Kids running after Remco. Someone trying to get a photo with João Almeida, and João Almeida was just like, no. So nothing's really changed, really. Good stuff.
Chris, did you see this? Did you see this headline that Calpe is looking at ways to decrease the number of cycling tourists?
Oh yeah.
Did you see this?
I did not see that.
I've just sprung this on you, so I apologize. But there was a brief headline. Dane did the translation for us, stuck it up in our daily news the other day. You're from down that way. You live down. What are your thoughts on this?
I would struggle to believe that is something that the local government would push, because the whole reason the riders go to Calpe and Benidorm and around there, okay, it's got good climbs and decent-ish
And an English fry up in the
in
morning.
winter, and an English fry up in the morning, of course, Johnny. Is that they've got the hotel, they've got access to the hotel beds, and
Yeah.
very few places in the rest of Europe have that, and these hotels need someone to fill them in December.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
January. So I'd be very, very shocked if they're trying to encourage. Well, what's the opposite of encourage? Decourage?
Discourage.
Just feeling discourage.
Tirac in
to-
Spain.
Trying to discourage cyclists from coming. And honestly, I don't think there's that many there. Like when I'm at camps in December and January, I will often take my bike just for a day and just go riding. And honestly, you don't see that many cyclists. Like you really don't. And I was out mid-December this year. I went out with a few friends on a Saturday, and Visma Passes in UAE, and my friends are going, amazing. And we were one of 20 locals or local and amateur cyclists out on the road. There's not many cyclists there, honestly. There really isn't. So I don't think it's that much of a problem. Like I know obviously it's in the news because of Vingegaard, and I know Pogacar was riding in his black training kit last year because he kept being located in his World Championships jersey, but I don't think it's that big of a problem. I really don't think it is.